Ladies and gentlemen and children of the planet Earth, you all know me as Michael Fazio, and you all know my channel as Hoodwinked by an Angel. Why I named my channel Hoodwinked by an Angel is because you folks have been, in fact, hoodwinked by an angel, and the angel in this case is the $1 bill. And I say that the $1 bill is an angel because an angel is an entity or spirit form that comes to and brings forth knowledge and is a helping spirit. And the $1 bill has brought forth the knowledge that in fact a higher power exists. Whether or not that higher power is God or God-like in nature, or whether or not that power has the ability to travel through time and traverse space, as it has apparently done, because the words in the Bible are directly associated with the 3,300 pictographs on the $1 bill. To the degree that when I put out my challenge last week, no one has come forth to challenge me. No theologian, no theological society, no Christian society, no Baptist society, no Mormon society, no person on earth has taken the challenge from between Michael Fazio and any university or any society on earth that understands theology and religion to prove my concepts and postulations wrong. And that's because they can't. Now, why do I mention this? I mention this because the day I put that video out, or within a 3-day window of the day I put out the Michael Fazio challenge to prove me wrong, was the same 3-day window that Yahoo, Google, and YouTube decided to shut off the hit counters on all my videos. So my hit counters went from 250 to 400 hits per day, sometimes as many as 900 hits per day, down to 1, 2, 3, or 4 hits per day. And I'm going to prove that to you. But before I prove it to you, I'm going to tell you they did it because I didn't change the parameters of what I always said. I only expanded the parameters to include the possibility that maybe it wasn't God per se that wrote the Bible. Maybe it was an entity that which we would only understand if I were to show you a picture of the entity. Maybe an entity that has the ability to traverse through time. Maybe an entity that has the ability to appear as an angel. Maybe the entity that has the ability to have written the entire Bible and then placed on top, on the reverse and obverse of the $1 bill. Maybe that entity has the ability and the consciousness large enough to have written a book called the Bible, and then placed 3,300 pictographs on the $1 bill itself. And then while I was reading this book, which is the Douay version of the Bible, that says Help in the Time of Need, that I took out of a hotel room in Traverse City in the year 1988, May 15th to be exact. Maybe that entity has the ability to travel through time and space. Or maybe that entity has the ability to move into the astral world and understand what's in the Akashic records and bring that knowledge back. Because many have traveled into the Akashic records and many have understood great things. However, the ability to bring that information back onto our plane of consciousness is not so readily available, and it takes years and years and years of hard mental training to go from the earthly plane of existence to the astral plane of existence as a physical being, human being. It's possible, and many of the masters, including Christ and Buddha and probably Muhammad, have gone to the astral world, have sat in the Hall of Records, and have brought back this ancient knowledge to this world. And many regular people who appear to be regular people but are just slightly off. There's something different about them. So these are the people that have brought you the Bible and a codex within the Bible that has been in existence since the word of the Bible was originally written, apparently when the earth began. So that brings us back hundreds of millions of years. But for all intent and purposes, we are only concerned about the words in the Bible pertaining to today's world in the book of Revelation. And when I brought forth the concept that there was a codex and that I have broken it, that was the day that I put the video out, and within 72 hours my comments on Yahoo, on all my 246 videos, went from down to 0, or 1, 2, or 3, from 250 to 900 hits per day, folks. And here's proof. I'll give you a little synopsis of the proof itself. If you'll notice, this is an insight of all videos, and this is a 1-year chart, but this blue section down at the end represents a 7-day chronological amount of hits in a 7-day period. Now, if I go up here and press it for 1 month, you will see the blue period expand and the average hits are up to 400. If I expand it to 3 months, you'll see the average hits are between 300 and 915. If I expand it to 6 months, you'll see that the minimum 6 months ago was about 100 to 125. However, it went to 900. But let's go down to 1 day. Okay, let's just go down to 7 days again, and you can see that it went from 240 to 120 to 190 to 60 to 4. Down to 4. Okay? It went down to 4 hits right here, because they are censoring my videos because I changed the parameters of what I said to expand it into the possibility that maybe it wasn't a god per se, maybe it was a god-like entity. And they didn't like that. Now, this is a 7-day, let's go to the 7 days period. 7 days. This is the 7-day. And now let's go to the 1 day. Let's go to the 1-day chart. Look what they did. Malformed statistics data received from server. In other words, they know what I'm doing, and they're stopping me from doing it. But it's okay, because I already have 5 videos. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to reduce this down in size to 100%. Then I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you my inbox. Then I'm going to show you, these are the messages I received yesterday from people that had made comments. Now I'm going to show you the insight for yesterday, for this week, for this period, which is, let's say, 3 months. Look, 200 hits per day, every day, 200 hits, 800 hits, 900 hits, 800 hits, 400 hits, 400 hits, 400 hits, except, look, at the end, right at the bottom, right there, 0 hits, no hits. Now, if we, those are total hits for all 243 videos. So now, what they want you to believe, for a 7-day period of all my videos, for this last 3-day period, basically, They want you to believe that averaging between 200 and 400 and as many as 900 hits per day, they want you to believe that all of a sudden everybody in America, the world, Canada, and Mexico stopped looking at these ridiculous videos I make. That's what they want you to believe. That's fine. But to me, this means that they're paying attention to me, and they're paying attention because they know that I have broken the codex. And they know once I put that challenge out and defied any person, any theological institution, any society, any Christian university, any Baptist university, any Mormon university, they know that I, Michael Fazio, have defied all odds in that a carpenter and some crazy guy from Howard Beach has broken a codex between the Bible and the $1 bill that was written 7,000 years ago, in all probability by something that we could only begin to comprehend as alien to our world, but may very well have originated on our world. And at that point, folks, I need to tell you, folks, what they have done is given me a bigger camera, and I thank you, Yahoo.